Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. In a previous short, we made this little guy here. This is a spacer that is to be used on this adapter here. For those who didn't watch the short, which I mean, I don't know who didn't watch the short. It has a lot of views on it. I think over 4,000. So thank you very much for those who watched the short there. Kind of the issue that we had with this adapter is it has a gap in it, and that allows it to kind of be floppy and kind of rock back and forth, so it's not super sturdy. It does come with this adapter here that you're supposed to, spacer here that you're supposed to put on like so, and you clip it onto the MacBook. Problem is, this little piece here sticks on top of the MacBook, which when you try to close it, doesn't close all the way. And also, before we continue though, I do want to make mention that some people were wondering if I was using this thing wrong, because as you can see, there's a second set of holes here, right? A second set of holes here. So if we flip this thing over, try to stick it onto the MacBook now, you can see that it doesn't actually seat properly. If you look through the gap here, you can see that it's not fully seated at all. Yeah, this thing, it's not seated properly at all. So now this is in fact the proper way that this company intended to use this product here. So just wanted to clear that up, that flipping upside down does not work. Absolutely no other way you could attach this thing. Watch, someone in the comments is gonna figure out a way to attach this thing so it does close, but yeah. So we made this, but not only does it allow the MacBook to close, but it also provides some support. So the adapter is now flush with the table, so it doesn't move back and forth. But we've already done a video on this guy right here. Instead, this video is on its, I guess, second evolution. Which is this guy right here. I attach it to a laptop riser, which by the way is a 5-degree angle. It's just attached right onto the side of it, so we can attach our little adapter here. Attaches on it with these two, just read the box, 1/2-inch 632 machine screws. I'm gonna note this here. Drilling and tapping this, which by the way, this is ASA. ASA is actually surprisingly nice to drill and tap. Didn't have any problems compared to PLA, where I've gotten the tap stuck in it. So yeah, we have this two little mounting screws, and it goes into this little slot here, so you can make any kind of forward and back adjustments. The other features on this dock include a bunch of holes. There's a ton of holes, and we can attach different accessories or modules to it, like this little adapter module here, which you can swap out if you have a different adapter for a different laptop. The other holes we could use for things like, I don't know, maybe you have like a external touchpad we mounted to this side, put like a spare battery in the back, whatever you want. We also have these 4 pockets here that you can put things like little baskets to put extra cables and stuff in there. Weight if you need to, because this is actually quite light. It doesn't really hinder things too much. Simply to use this dock, you just take your MacBook, line it up with the holes here, slide it on. We need some practice, but slides it on there, puts at a nice little 5-degree angle here, allows us to open the MacBook, do all the typing and stuff we need at a much nicer angle than being completely flat. And I have used this thing already, and yeah, it's a much nicer typing experience. Oh yeah, you also might have noticed the bright green feet on the bottom. These are TPU feet that were printed on the K2, and they're going to be the last thing in TPU that the K2 prints, simply because the printer jammed twice, and the second time absolutely clogged the nozzle to the point where I had to replace it, because the TPU I'm using is too soft for it. This be a lesson to you if you're thinking about getting into 3D printing. Don't make TPU one of your first materials, and if you're going to be using TPU, make sure you have a lot of replacement parts. Because you never know what might happen. But yeah, we were able to get these very nice feet, which yes, they're very nice, very nicely printed. I like how the K2 printed these. TPU feet really does help with the MacBook to not slide around as much. As you can see, I'm pushing on it. I mean, I can push it a little bit if I push from the front, but if I'm like typing or trying to open or something, it doesn't move around. This is not the first attempt. It's actually one of many prototypes. So the first guy we have is this right here. This was designed around the limitations of the bamboo printer. The MacBook is around 12 inches long, and this is about 6 inches. But as you might notice, this thing is adds some height to the MacBook. This is very uncomfortable to type on. The idea was you would print 2 of these out, which is why it's mirrored, and you would connect them with 2 1/4-20 screws with a nut, and you would have 2 of them, and then you would attach your little adapter to it through a module that go on the side here. You might wonder what these 2 little blocks in the corner are. These are for a set of feet These feet were designed after the like keyboards with their little retractable feet. This thing was really large, really bulky. The next attempt, keep the foot idea and thin it out and make it smaller. This thing is significantly thinner. Meant to use these screws instead of 1/4-20. There's supposed to be like little holes here for the feet to go like here. And this thing would just sit here and have the MacBook at a slight angle. Well, let's open the MacBook and you might notice kind of rocks back and forth. It's not at an angle anymore. It's actually almost completely flat. I mean, if you have the dock connected to it, maybe it would change something. So then I decided, let's just do a straight angle here, right? So we have this guy right here. And this thing, you just place it down here like so. Now let's try to open it, and now we notice that when we close it, it moved. That's because if you have the screen moved, it kind of makes the angle have to change as well. And by the way, I just want to thank my dad for helping me figure out this whole angle thing. He's the real engineer. I'm not. I'm just, I guess, cosplaying as one, right? We moved on to the same kind of concept, but without the little bar thing. And I printed out 2 of these because this was a success. I didn't have the Creality yet, so we printed these 2 out. They go on there like so, and open it up. Perfectly fine. Alongside this, we had the first prototype of the dock connector here, same little slot here. That just went onto the side like so. And of course, we have the last prototype. This is also printed in PLA, specifically rainbow PLA. Thought we'd get a bigger rainbow effect on here because of the sheer size of this, but we didn't. Pretty much the exact same thing as this guy here. And yeah, there is definitely a weight difference. This is definitely lighter than this guy. And there you have it, the MacBook Dock. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you found it useful in some way. Whether you found it entertaining, educational, or if you just need something playing in the background. Leave a comment on your thoughts or ideas that you might have. Once again, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.